Hello and welcome to the vlog, first one for a while. It's a packing video. I am just about to embark on packing the hand luggage for our trip, well, the boys' hand luggage for our trip to Florida a week on Saturday. We are flying out of Manchester to Florida to Orlando to go to Disney, and it's about a 9-hour flight on the way out, I think. Yeah, this will be the first time that Asa is a functioning human. Last time he was 5.5 months old, so that was dead easy. So I need to make sure that I have all the snacks, all the Bramble's joining us, all the entertainment, and that it all fits in their trunkies. So I'm going to put you at the end of the bed and we're going to pack. Wish me luck. Oh, and I'm wearing a microphone this time because when I did my other packing video and had you like at the end of the bed, the audio wasn't the best, so I thought I would try the little microphone that came with the Osmo Pocket 3 and see how the audio is with that. And if it's good, I'll probably use the microphone more when we're away because I'm going to vlog the whole thing. Yeah, so that's what this little furry guy is on my top. Hopefully you can see me okay there. I have you propped up in the weirdest way, but hopefully this will work. Let's go for it. So trunkies, yeah, there's a lot of love-hate relationships with trunkies, isn't there? Eli had this on our first trip to Florida and he loved it. He loved riding around in the airport with it. He's going to be 5 this time though. I think it's getting to the end of its usefulness with him. Also, if you have a trunkie, you'll know that it's just a massive cavernous space inside. It's pretty useless without one of these magical things, which I found out they made after we went to Florida, but I snapped one up on Vinted straight away. So it's like a bag that goes inside the trunkie and you can fill with all the things that they need on the flight, and then it clips onto the seat in front, you know, like the magazines are. So that saves a lot of issues with making things fit inside here. So yeah, if you have a trunkie, make sure you get one of them. They're pretty cheap on Vinted, and actually I ended up buying Asa's trunkie on Vinted and it came with one of those. I would have bought one separately because they're just very useful. I think we used it on our trip to France when we went to Disneyland Paris. I used the trunkie thingy, the insert, but very useful to put all the bits that they need when they're sat, so anything else you can just keep in the trunkie and put it either underneath or in the overhead locker. So that's Eli's trunkie and that's Asa's trunkie. But yeah, like I said, we like them for in the airport. The kids will ride around on them, and I think Eli will probably pull his around a little bit as well, but I think that it's probably going to be its last outing with Eli because yeah, he'll be a bit big for it this time. His legs will be too long, but we will get away with it. I have a plethora of stuff to try and get in these. Look, I've not gone crazy. I'm not going to go crazy on buying loads of new stuff for a flight. However, I've bought a few bits and I've raided the rest of their craft cupboard and stuff, and got some little bits and some useful things that I think they'll enjoy. But let's be honest, the heavy lifters for the flight are these Kindles, the Kindle Fires, along with their headphones. If you're anti-screen or anything, ditch that rule for a flight. Honestly, it's ridiculous to not think these are going to be like the best thing in the world on a flight. I'm not going to pack these today because they'll probably use them before we go, but I'm going to make sure that we download a ton of shows on there and games and stuff. Oh, Bramble's come to join us. Hello, Bramble. Just so that they've got loads of entertainment, because you know the stuff that's on the airplane might not suit them, but I know that if we download tons of like Blippi for Asa and some other, do you mind? And some other bits and pieces that they will watch, the Julia Donaldson shows, if I get all them on there downloaded from iPlayer, then we've got some entertainment for them, and also the games that are on there because there's a few that they like to play, but they are definitely the heavy lifters for the entire flight. So I'm going to go ahead and pack Eli's case first. They've got pretty much similar things in each case, but I think if I do one at a time, then that's going to make more sense in my head. Hopefully. So what I will do is do the little case thing first. That's going to have the bits and pieces that he'll actually use on the flight. So for Eli, I've done them 2 little packs of like play with toys, so they can do some little playing. This is Asa's one. It's got some little figures in, some Bluey figures, some Sylvanian families, just so they can like do some random playing. They might use them in the airport. Eli, I've put 4 Hot Wheels in there. Obviously they can play with whatever each. So I'm going to put them inside that bag. I got these at a charity shop for £1. They're the Usborne activity cards. They're dry wipe cards with loads of little puzzles. Got them and a dry wipe pen, so I'm going to shove that in there. We bought Uno. I've never played Uno. Have you played Uno? I figured that we could play this on the plane. Asa could do some colour matching with it. Eli could play actual Uno. I know it says 7+, but it's just like numbers and colours in it, so we can make up games with it. Those are going in Eli's one. On the subject of games, that's the snack bag. Another important heavy hitter for the hand luggage are the kids' snacks. We'll do those in a minute. I've got Dobble. Let me just grab Dobble. I bought Dobble. We played this in a pub a few weeks ago, and both the kids kind of liked the concept of it. Like, Asa was just pointing out the things that were on the cards and naming them, and we can play the actual game with Eli. So I've got that. That'll also be useful in the hotel room at night, I think. So that'll also go in, I'm going to put that in Asa's one, just because there's a lot of stuff in Eli's already, and he doesn't need everything in his. So these are some of the things that I did actually buy new. We've had some of these packs before. They are the No Mess colouring from Crayola, and it's basically like colouring sheets with special pens that aren't gonna draw on anything else, and I thought that's perfect for the plane. So Ace is into Gabby's Dollhouse at the moment, so I got him the Gabby's Dollhouse one, so that's for his bag. And Eli, I got Spidey and His Amazing Friends. I kind of feel like he would have wanted Paw Patrol because he's having a Paw Patrol moment, but this is what I got him. They're like $5.99, cheapest you can find. So yeah, can you imagine all that? All them bits just floating around inside the Trunki. It was a nightmare last time. I am so glad these exist. I found these colouring sheets in a cupboard that I bought last year and forgot to get out. These are just Halloween placemat colouring sheets. I have got some other colouring implements, so I'm going to shove them one each in their little packs, and I'm just going to fold them because who cares, the kids don't care, and they can just get them out. They can colour them. With Asa we can play like what's on the picture, and we can spot, because we're quite busy, quite a busy picture. You can do some like, what can you find? Like I Spy, but not I Spy. Pencil case with some felt tips and a few crayons. Those can be for the Halloween colouring sheets. I'm also going to put them some little notebooks in as well. I've got some tiny moleskins so they can just do some actual drawing. That'll be nice for them. I picked up some very cheap colouring books from Home Bargains. They were 79p each. So the sticker book, it was 89p, the colouring book 79p. I'm going to put a couple in each of them, but obviously they can swap and share and whatever. Also Home Bargains had some stickers, so I got them a sticker sheet each. Those were like 50p or something, so relatively cheap. So I'm going to put one of those in. So it's turning into quite a little pack of stuff. I raided our drawers for colouring as well, so I've got another couple of colouring books in here. I've got a Gabby's Dollhouse one and a Bluey one and a Dougie one, and then I found these stickers for Asa to play with, which are just dot stickers, so he can use them to stick on some colouring or on his little notebook that I'll put in, just something to keep him entertained. He's like able to take stickers off sheets quite easily now, so that should keep him quite entertained for a while. I can go in Asa's Trunki rather than Eli's because Eli's got quite a bit. I have these Silly Scents Crayola. So these are so nostalgic. I don't know if you ever had scented crayons as a kid. I feel like I did, because these are just, they smell of fruits and stuff and pie, and they just remind me of something so much. I must have had something scented when I was little. And they're just the same, and they are the Crayola twistables, so they're twistable crayons rather than being regular crayons, so you twist them up from the bottom. So I thought they were just a bit of fun. They were half price at Sainsbury's, I think, when I got them. So that can go into Aces because Eli has his pencil case in there. Next up, my friend runs an amazing little business called Play Jar. She makes play jars, which are jars around this big, and they've got all loose parts and Play-Doh, and it's amazing. You need to go check out her website. But she's also made a Halloween spooky spider set, and these sets are just so much fun. The kids can just have fun playing with the Play-Doh, making their little spider. And I'm also going to I have these play trays, which are just very lightweight trays, and they can play with the spider in there. They'll fit on the plain table, and anything else, if they want to play with the figures in there, when they want to play with card game, like with Dobble or anything, they can play with that in there. They're just very good for containing the kids' toys. I think I got these from the Works as a pack of 3, so I'm just going to put one in each of their cases. I'll put that not in the thing, but just like in the Trunki. But yeah, very useful. So I've got the boys one each of the spider sets, and also she included a few other little bits and pieces as a bonus. So she had some other loose parts, so those can go in probably my bag. I think I might put these in my bag as like one of the things that I can just pull out that's a surprise. That's what I might do with them. And she's also included a little fidget spinner with the black cat on. So these are really good for sticking on the plain window. Might just keep Asa entertained if we have a window seat. If not, it can go on something in front of us, can't it? But yeah, Play Jar, you should check her out. I'll link below. I'll link a lot of the stuff that I'm putting in below as well. So I think that is Eli's back of the seat bag, all his activities apart from his Kindle and his headphones. I might just put the headphones in there in a minute. That's everything. I can put the headphones in this little handy pocket. Which ones are his? I don't want to get them mistaken. Eli has the little froggy cat or froggy bear. These light up as well. They're so cool. But I'm going to put that in the front. So that's in there. And I can zip that up and that'll fit inside the Trunki. Perfect. Now, one thing that is incredibly important that I can't ever forget ever in my life is the spare clothes. So the last time we went to Florida, Eli ended up having a sickness bug on the day that we travelled. He threw up at the airport when we were checking in and had to have a change of clothes then, and then he threw up in security and had to have a change of clothes then. Obviously that was a fluke. He's not always going to have a stomach bug, but 2 changes of clothes each. I have picked out like the lightest weight clothes, leggings and like thin tops, just because it makes it easier for travel. So I'm just going to put these in separate Ziploc bags because that just keeps it organised, and then when they've got their water bottle in there as well, if it leaks it's not going to wet the clothes. I'm going to pop those in there, and these will go in the other side of Bramble. These will go in the other side of the Trunki where the bag bit isn't, so that can then just go in the Trunki and be put away when we're on the plane rather than taking up space elsewhere. So each of these are just going to go in these bags. Also on the other side of the Trunki there is like a elasticated belty thing that keeps stuff in, which works well for bulkier items but obviously didn't work very well for all the little loose items, which is why I'm really glad of that. Like I say, I got mine on Vinted for relatively cheap, so don't think that you have to spend tons. Would I get a Trunki again? Potentially, because they are fun in the airport, but they're not the most useful of travel luggage, I will say that. I've just remembered something very important that I haven't brought over to pack, so I'm just going to go grab that. I got them these little cameras from TikTok shop and they are so fun. It's a little digital kids camera, but it's also a thermal printer. I'll show you them in action when we're on holiday, but yeah, they're so cute and amazing, and they have an SD card in as well, so when they run out of the paper you've still got the digital versions of the pictures. But they were about £20 each, and then I bought some extra rolls of thermal paper. I think I bought the sticker stuff. So I'm going to pop one each of those in. And then snacks. That's the only remaining thing to put into Eli's bag. This is how it's looking so far. So yeah, his bag of stuff and his clothes, the play tray and the play spider thing. His Kindle will fit probably there without moving around too much, and that should close up nicely. Might just need a bit of a jiggle around. Snacks is the next thing. I'm going to pop a few in each. I'll show you what I've got snack wise. Snacks are just another heavy lifter, aren't they, when you're going away? I've got them a variety of things. I was watching a few packing videos, reading a few I like a packing vlog, I'm not gonna lie. And people were doing like full bento boxes of fresh vegetables. Like, no, we're not doing that here. We are not doing that. We're going for whatever snack will entertain the child and keep everybody on the aeroplane sane. That includes some sugary things and some probably not very good for you things. But my kids eat well at home, and this is a holiday, this is a flight, it's not an everyday occurrence, so I'm not even bothered. So here's the big snack bag. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm not going to put everything in there. I picked all these up, I think, at Aldi. So they sell the organic stuff. So I got these split sticks, which are like Oatly bars. I got some of them. I got some of the Aldi multigrain cereal bars in the dinosaur shapes. There's a bag each of hula hoops because they love hula hoops. I found these as well. These are Organics banana puffs. Banana puff corn. So you're not supposed to give kids popcorn under the age of I think it's 3. Both of mine are quite good chewers, and when I do give them both popcorn. With this, I'll just check there's no kernels in there for choking on. So yeah, but this was like in little accessible bags, so I thought, why not? I also got them. Now, neither of them have pouches anymore, neither of them have this kind of thing. However, I don't know what they're going to eat on the plane. So I know that they like the apples, carrots and parsnips ones from when they were smaller. So I've got them that, and I've got them some of the little yogurts as well. And I think I just got them, yeah, apples and bananas. So there's 3 pouches each, just in case they might want those. If they don't like the plain food, we have requested the kids' plain food, but who knows what it's going to be like. So this should keep them going on the plane. They can just live on snacks. It's all good. And these are relatively cheap. Relatively, not the most cheap things. Oh, and I got some of these. I've only put one of them in there, but I might put them in my bag, and then they can have one of those each, and I can have the third one. That sounds like a really good idea. I'll put them over there. So yeah, I'm gonna divvy these snacks up and put them in the bags as well. When we come home, we will have visited Walmart and Target and Publix before we come home. So I will pick up equivalent snacks over there to pop into their cases as a replacement. Toy-wise, they're going to have the same stuff, maybe with some extras that we've bought on holiday. But I'm not going to get a whole new plethora of things to keep them entertained on the return journey. Plus, it's a night flight. Well, we've got 3 flights, but that's another story. It's going to be overnight, so hopefully they'll sleep on the big one. They're not going to sleep on the big one now, are they? It's fine. And just a note on that, it is Greek yogurt, but it is doesn't need refrigerating until it's been opened, but obviously they're going to eat it all in one go. Why is that approximately 2 portions? Like, why would they put 2 portions in one bag when it's a bag of separate portions? The headphones have had to be removed to make that lay flat, but they should fit in the top, so it's all good. So there we go, it has all fitted in. Bit of a squeeze, not gonna lie, but that's the snacks' fault. I'm blaming the snacks. I fitted the Kindle in, it all fits, so I can take the Kindle out now, but that is done. I think that's probably the right weight. I need one of those weigh things. My dad has one, I might have to borrow his. yeah, I need to check the weight on that. It does feel a touch heavy. Let's blame the snacks. Right, time to do Aces. So the only difference with Aces is you've seen I've got a few different toys. I'm also going to shove in there his nappies. I will also have a changing bag in my bag with wipes and another nappy, which should be more than enough for the flight and the airport. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything in. I actually feel like Ace has got less stuff to go in his bag, so if I have to move some of the stuff from Eli's over to Ace's one, then that's absolutely fine. But yeah, this is his second-hand Trunki. It didn't come with the there's like a little pouchy thing there, which hasn't been used in Eli's one this time anyway, but it did come with the bag with the clips on the back, so this is way more useful. But yeah, have a look on Vinted. Don't buy it new. I bought that Trunki new for Eli, and honestly, wish I'd have, well, Vinted wasn't really as much of a thing, but I wish I'd have checked like eBay when I bought that. But I just didn't think to. So let's get everything in here. So that is everything in Aces as well. Everything is fitted in nice. There's actually a bit more space in here, so yeah, if there was anything that I needed to move out of Eli's, some of it will fit into here. I should have mentioned that Asa is 2.5, Eli is 5, so everything that I've chosen for this hand luggage is kind of orientated for their ages and their kind of ability to travel. When we went a couple of years ago, Asa was 5.5 months. He didn't need very much at all. Eli was 3.5. Eli was 3.5. So he had similar things, but not so much the puzzles or the card games or anything like that. But again, he was happy to just sit and watch some films whilst we were flying. And of course, the aeroplane itself is so entertaining. Like, there's so much going on, so much for them to look at, that you'll find that you don't need as much stuff that some people tell you need. You won't find me taking one of those organising things that goes all the way over the back of the seat. Though I'm not going to be taking any of them little snacky trays that people take that are massive with loads of little compartments. I do not have the mental space to put that together when I'm trying to plan for a big holiday. This is more than enough. Like, more than enough. Yeah, so that's them done for hand luggage. I just have to do the rest of the packing now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!